Why can't we play like this every fucking week? Pack. Declan Rice is suspended for the next game. Tactics. Well fucking played. Pack. Mikel Arteta, grow some fucking bollocks, and we might just be successful. Pack. And that tonight is exactly what squadded, people. Hope you guys are all well and good and all of that in the hood. Understood. Best believe that. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're now on the road to 200 because obviously we had the 100 sub celebration. Best believe that. Hit the notification bell so you will never ever miss when I go live and direct and in full effect, or when I upload the next video. Either way, I know the uploads have been a while, but I will do an upload at some point. I need to sort out OBS because for whatever reason it started to work well on my Mac, but hasn't been recently. It might need an update, might need to change some configurations, technical difficulties, who knows, but it is what it is. I'm going to start with Mikel Merino. That's more fucking like it. An Inter team that were let's just rewind a bit, shall we? Just a sec. Mikel Merino, brilliant performance against an Inter team that were trying to win. They weren't sitting back, none of that shit, especially at home. And I was a little bit concerned with Mikel Merino in that midfield. I think with Zubimendi as well, he did pretty well. But Mikel Merino, class fucking performance, class. I'll tell you what, fair fucking play. Where the fuck was this against Forest? And he better turn up on Sunday against Man United. Because at this rate, I'd rather him start than fucking nicking a living guard. That little cunt. But it is what it is, people. It is what it fucking is. Eberezer started tonight. I'm kind of glad. I wish, personally, that Odegaard played because it was a meaningless game. Yeah, we probably wouldn't have won the game with him playing 490, but you know how I roll as punishment, and I'd rather him start tonight than start on Sunday. Because if that puta Lego head decides to start Odegaard on Sunday, we're cooked, bro. We're fucking cooked. At this point, he needs to take the captaincy off of him. Or put him in a position where he doesn't want it anymore and relinquishes it. Really and truly. And when it comes to personality types, he's not too far off from doing that shit. Especially if Mikel Arteta outs him from the squad. Hang on, just bear with. These jet lighters are great. The only problem is they don't last that long. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Saliba started. Mosquera came off. I wasn't too sure about Mosquera starting. I would have rather Norgard at centre back. If we were playing Merino at centre mid, which is fair enough, and he did very well tonight. He did great tonight, to be fair. I don't know why Norgard couldn't have started next to Saliba, because Saliba didn't really have a huge amount to do, let's be honest. Other than that one goal that Inter scored, they didn't have that many chances. I mean, when you got scrubs like Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez, one of the most overrated maulers, modern day footballers on the planet. Speaks for itself, really. Fucking hell. There we go. Timber started. That was the only thing that I wasn't happy about, Timber starting. I wouldn't have wanted Declan Rice to get off the bench, but the fact that he did and he got a yellow, absolute class, mate. proper elite mentality. Let's freaking go, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We've got Miles Lewis Skelly. Actually didn't do too bad. Point to prove. We kind of sort of hung out to dry by this manager, but it is what it is. Now we've got Ethan on loan, and ironically, he was on the bench tonight. Deal agreed. But a done deal is not a completed deal, as we all know, people. Best believe that. Best believe that. Like, I'm at that point where it's just like, yeah, you know, Ryan the net plus Jesus, yeah, got to talk about him, almost forgot. 2 goals, fair fucking play. If it wasn't for Marino, for me, he would be man of the match. For me, Marino's my man of the match. He hardly put a foot wrong. In midfield, he done what needed to be done. Now, Champions League football definitely suits more of these players, like the Zubimendi. Zubimendi did quite well today. It wasn't scintillating, but he did well. Other than their goal, which was disgraceful, like fucking cowering away. You know, if he does that against Man United, we're fucked. We're already fucked, mate. But yeah, like, you know, Trossard, okay, could have done more, should have done more. But Bukayo Saka, much better, done well, didn't get his goal. There was a couple of chances where he could have put Gyökeres through when he came off the bench. But yeah, man like Victor Gyökeres, bro. I know it's hard to do with the cigarette, but it is what it is. What are you lot saying now? Where are your rebel friends now? Woo! Welcome to the club. Man like Victor Gyökeres, bro. Supply the service, he'll score. Should have had 2. Granted, coming off the bench, but still, if he scores against Man United, these top Reds, the Rants of the world, etc., Benito, bro, Benito. And that's a big-ass fucking game. And because we played tonight as well, I'd say a couple of days rest. You know, we're not going to be playing on Saturday, which I'm kind of glad in a way. Got Sunday, big-ass fucking game, bro. Big-ass fucking game. Do you know what it is? It's the freaking big one, guys. No need for fine margins, guys. If we go for the game, we will win. And then we will win the trophies. The League Cup, the Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. Let's freaking go, guys. A light bulb moment, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what it's about, man. This is exactly what it's about. Taking our chances, 1-2 touch football, moving it, doing it, James Brown settings and all of that. Like, it's not fucking hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these players want to play attacking football. And granted, Odegaard didn't play today. In the end, I'm cool with it as long as he doesn't start. If he starts on Sunday, yeah, trust me, even the tippity toppest of top gooners will be on Arteta's neck. Best believe that. We pull out a stinker against United. They score first. It's a long fucking day, bro. And it will be a very bad evening for us. But I think Ezra starting, he has to start. Put Rice, and do you know what? I would actually put Marino next to Rice. You know, considering what he how he performed tonight, I would put Marino next to fucking Rice. But we know Zubimendi's going to be there. Like, if he does the cowardice bollocks, it's going to be a long fucking evening. I'll tell you that much. Gyökeres will be starting. I reckon Saka will be starting, and then I'd start Trossard as well. Martinelli coming off the bench, he done very well, but again, he shouldn't be starting. And Arteta just needs to let the handbrake go in the league, bro. Get that win against Man United, regardless of what the results are, because the way I see it, as bad as this league has been this season, I could see Man City getting a result. You know what I'm saying? Villa might get a result. and then we're like, what, 5 points ahead rather than 7. So instead of then bridging the gap, we've pulled away from that gap. Do you know what I'm saying? We're pulling away. Do you know what I'm saying? We're pulling out. But all jokes aside, I'm quite pleased with that performance, to be honest. We started very well, and that's always the key. It wasn't a 90-minute performance, but I tell you what, it was 5 times better, comfortably. Arguably 10 times better for damn sure than what we've been seeing the past few weeks. Like, my frustration has always been, why can't we play that like that every week? Why can't we do that? This manager needs to realise that he's better off going for it. If we concede a goal here or there, so what? The team with the most goals in recent history, and for the longest anyway, has won the Premier League. Even that 15-goal conceded Chelsea season, 04-05, they scored bare goals, bro. Yeah, great defence, unbelievable defence, but they scored bare goals like Damien Duff, Robin, Iron Robin and that, Lamps, you know, Drogba and that. Like, come on, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? And for me, this is where we need to be. Like, we're already through anyway. Declan Rice ain't playing against Carriat, which I'm fucking glad, because we know he's getting a week's rest, which he fucking needs as well. I don't think Bukayo Saka should be playing, even though he's been poor, because the boy needs a rest. But it is what it is. Yeah, big up AFC 87 as always. Yeah, loving the avatar, bruv. No Casper Guard, look what happens. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like, that guy is the bane of our existence, along with this manager at this football club, because he gave him the captain's armband. He wants Havertz back, but with the way Jesus has played, and Havertz ain't done shit since he's come back. Gyökeres scoring as well. If this manager decides to revert to type fully, Havertz, Odegaard in the 10 as well, like, you know what? These fans are going to get on this case. They're going to either make him switch up, change his mind, or he's going to double down and he'll lose his job. And the thing is, I'm starting to realise, look, if I double down on exactly what I want to do, I'll lose my job and I won't get another top job again. You've gone past the crossroads, my friend. You're on that path. You have to stick to it. If you deviate off the path, you're done. You're toast, mate. You're absolutely fucking toast. He comes from Sweden. The girls are very nice. He dumped his girlfriend to play for Oh, mate. That's quality. Yeah, Ethan Nwaneri gonna thrive under De Zerbi at Marseille. Yeah, Marseille are absolutely chefing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? They're absolutely fucking chefing. Like, but this is good for him. It's good for all parties, because as much as I don't want him to go, I know this manager's not going to play him regularly like he should have been from the start. From the start, bruv. Get rid of fucking Oda. Like, to be honest, right? If someone comes in for Odegaard miraculously in January, just bin his Clark, bruv. Don't even need to strip the captaincy off him. Just bin him, bruv. Bin him. Now, in certain other scenarios, situations, if you sell your club captain during the season or even in the summer, that can have dire consequences. For us, it will have the complete opposite effect. No Martin Odegaard at this football club, we will succeed, with or without Arteta. Best believe that. Back once again for the Renegade Master. That's for damn sure, bruv. Like, I am very happy, as you can tell. But I'm also a little bit concerned that this manager is gonna slot Odegaard right back into the fold. Because if he does that, Man United will kill us. You know, and Buemo's back, Diallo's back. There's no more AFCON. I mean, Cameroon and Ivory Coast were knocked out anyway beforehand. Neither of them made the semis, so it's like it is what it is. Then you got Cunha, you got Tesco, and all of that. You know, we know Gyökeres will start, and I'd love nothing more than for him to fucking score, bruv. I don't care if it's the jammiest, scrappiest goal, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a feeling that Sesko will start for them. Whether he does or doesn't, I couldn't give a rat's ass. It is what it is. But I do not want Martin Odegaard. If Saka starts on Sunday, fair enough, because Madueke, he's direct and all that shit, but his end product's woeful. He ain't been doing enough. And Bukayo Saka with his new contract and all of that little bust up with Victor Gyökeres. All is forgiven now. We've got great team unity. Yay! Yay! You know what? The game is the game, people. Like, it is what it fucking is. And yeah, like on paper, you know, with the cameras on, it looks all rosy in the garden back once again, and everything was lovely once again. If you know, you know, people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like this manager's got to get a fucking grip on this team now, like in a different way, like in terms of free flowing, total attacking football. We need that 22-23 football back. He needs to look at this league and just be like, do you know what? I trust my defense. I trust my goalkeeper. If we concede the odd goal here or there, that's fine. We'll outscore everyone. That should be his mindset. If he has that mindset, we've seen this season, bits and pieces. Bayern Munich, Atletico, Tottenham at home. Did I say Bayern Munich? But now we've seen it Inter away. And that Inter team came to win as well, bro. They weren't going for like a fucking draw. Like they were fucking going for it. But Inter's biggest problem is their front line. Their front line is fucking woeful, bro. They need to get rid of both of them. Both of them. Now, Lautaro Martinez might stay. And out of the two, Thuram is worse. Martinez is scrubby. He's trash, but Marcus Thuram is absolute dog shit, bruv. He is useless. Kolo Muani is better, and he'll never be the same after that World Cup miss. It is what it is, people. Like, each and every single time we have this in world football, and yeah, I'm just at a point now where it's just like, look, if you get the right balance, the right manager, I think Inter will still somehow qualify. There's only, I think Carriat might be the last game that we have in the Champions League. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments section, but in the chat, either way. Yeah, did you see Saka? Yeah, 100%. He wants that goal bonus. He wants that goal bonus. Big up Gianni. Big up Gianni, bruv. I'll send you the link, innit? I'll send you the link. Give me a sec. If you want to jump on stream, Gianni, because I really want to hear your takes on this, as well as like Inter, because obviously you watch Serie A more than I do. I still need to get back into it a bit more, but I haven't quite been feeling my best today. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Exactly is. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just bear with me, guys. Hang on, guys. Right, so 20 minutes. Okay, no problem. Well, I'll send you the link either way. And we make sure we get this right. It's like it's kind of hard to read, at least for me. Like, really bright my lights, but it is what it is. Cool. Coolio. Yeah. We'll carry on for a bit as well. Yeah. Why not? Why the fuck not? Got my bird right here, right now. Fat Boy Slim settings and all that shit. And yeah. Ultimately, great win. Top of the group. Declan Rice will not play against Carriat either way. Tactics, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you know Declan Rice is on job. Yes, he was horrific. He was shocking against Forest. No one played well. Absolutely no one played well. But at the same time, Declan Rice wants to win. He came to our beloved football club, not just to get Champions League football. Oh, second place is a great finish, guys. Yeah. Get fucked if you think like that. But you guys, you got standards. It's not just a case of you must believe. No. It's the freaking standards. Let's freaking go, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? On a real tip. Real bad man. And all that good shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Like Declan Rice gets his week's rest. No doubt Nick and the Living Guard will probably start. And happy fucking days come. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think tonight turned out really well for us. Really well. Merino playing superbly well in that midfield. Whole game. I believe was it Ebrieza played the whole game? He did all right. He did all right. Nothing special, but yeah, like could have easily brought Odegaard on and took him off, but in a way, I'm kind of glad he didn't. Like the thing is for me moving forward now is Martin Odegaard going to start against Man United? Because if he does, this manager's fucking lost it. He's lost it, and I think he's on. The players are definitely on the edge. Definitely on the edge. Do you know what I'm saying? Go full under 23s again. Yeah, 100%. I would start Odegaard. We know Rice isn't going to be there. We can start Merino in midfield as well. And start Zubimendi. The problem is when you play a 4-3-3 and we're lacking in midfielders, like I don't see us buying anyone in January. You know, and I don't blame Berta. I don't blame the board on this particular occasion, especially the board and the owner, because like Arteta's had way more than what he should have got anyway. It's about time to fucking deliver, not be such a whiny little cunt. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. I stand by this. If Chelsea knock us out of the League Cup, sack Arteta. Yeah, 100%. Sack him in the dressing room. Sack him in the tunnel, like what Chelsea, Don Roman and all of that fucking hell, did with Don Carlito, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, big up AJ as always. Big up fucking AJ. Big up the elite world-class chat, of course, always. Oh, Marino's going to miss that game as well. Tactics, guys. To be honest, he hasn't played anywhere near as much as Declan Rice, so he doesn't really need the rest. But to be honest, yeah, I would play the under-23s like you mentioned earlier. Just play the youth. Project Youth. Bring it back, sing it back, bring it back, sing it back to me. Maloko settings, best believe that, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man's quite gassed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, see, I'm in a great mood. I'm so toxic and negative. Woo! Ooh. Ooh. We're going to have a good time tonight, people. Do you know what I'm saying? Couldn't sleep last night. Do you know what I'm saying? Bit of a fever. As the day went on, got a bit better. I only just realised, like an hour or so before like a couple of hours before kickoff that we were playing into tonight. I was like, oh shit, it's happening in a few hours. I thought it was tomorrow for some reason. Hey, the game's the game, people. It is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I want Odegaard gone. I would trade him for Elliot Anderson, who I've watched 4 times, and I know he is actually yeah. I'd swap him for fucking what's his face? Adam Wharton, bruv. Adam Wharton is levels above Odegaard, nicking a living guard, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But I have a theory, and there's method to the madness, guys. The reason why Mikel Arteta has made Martin Odegaard captain is because he doesn't want to be remembered as the worst club captain in our history. He'll give that to Martin Odegaard. But the problem is, if Arteta was serious this season, he would have revoked that shit. Because if you revoke the club captaincy, it's easier to get rid of a player. It's easier to sideline that player. Yes, he's on stupid money that he's nowhere near worth. Declan Rice isn't worth 240k a week either. However, the fact that he's vital to how we play, he's more justified. And if the rumours are true, which I'm not really convinced that he's that he will move to Real Madrid in the summer. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that was the case. He would probably get similar dough, maybe 200k a week, pounds sterling, not euros, but it is what it is. We know what Real Madrid do. Real Madrid need to get rid of Tchouaméni and more so Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is fucking garbage, bruv. You know, you talk about Martin Odegaard being like one of the worst players, but at least Odegaard's got a little bit of tech. He's just got no bollocks, bruv. Whereas Jude Bellingham, yeah, he's got a bit about him, but he is shit. Technically, he's woeful, man. Trash. And apparently, he's meant to be a Ballon d'Or winner, along with Vinny Jr. And I heard Vinny Jr. played well tonight, but at least he's turned up. Like Jude Bellingham, other than 6 months purple patch and all of that shit. You're not fooling me, sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see here. Victor Gyökeres, what a goal. The people want him gone. Hold that. Yeah. To the people that want it. Yeah. He'll start because he's been starting regularly enough. I just don't want Nick and the Living Guard starting. If Arteta puts Nick and the Living Guard at number 10, reverts back to type on Sunday, we're finished, bruv. In the league, we're done. We're absolutely done. That's the funny you bring up Adam Wharton. I would trade Zubimendi for. Yeah. 100%. I agree, bruv. Zubimendi defensively is not good enough. And this manager still hasn't figured it out. He still refuses to drop Martin Odegaard in the big crunch games when we know time and time again that he's failed to deliver. His best performance for me, I've been saying this, people. His best performance was against Tottenham in the 22-23 season, away from home when we won 2-0, when he scored an absolute humdinger. He slapped it in. But we haven't seen that from him since. He's not scored anywhere near 15 goals a season. That's his best season. And this manager's on this whole like, oh, I can change him. He get fucked. Do you know what I'm saying? He's done. Bukayo Saka ran him into the ground. Done. Jesus, yeah, he done great tonight. He's not the answer, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Real Madrid would be smart to trade Jude for Morgan. Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't think the Jude Bellingham transfer will go down as well as people think if that would happen, because Jude Bellingham, if you remember, guys, do you know what I'm saying? He started out as a 16-year-old in Birmingham, and Birmingham and Villa, obviously big rivals in Birmingham. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up Quadra, my fucking G, bro. Big up to the 8 live viewers. Peak live viewers, you know what I'm saying? Live and directed in full effect, baby. Ow! Oh, I'm in a great fucking mood tonight, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Smash the likes and subscribe, people. You know what to do. Lovely, jubbly. That's why I want 4-4 fucking 2, cunt, on Sunday with both Gabriel Jesus and Victor Gyökeres up front after tonight. But no, yeah. If he does that, we'll not only win, but we'll win with style. Because let's be real, as great as Man United played against City have been poor, man. And what Pep was doing, yeah, nah, mate. No one's feeling that. No one's hearing that. And no City fan wants to be watching that shit. Like Semenyo at right wing. Do me a favour. Roy Keane settings, of course. Yeah, it's just one of them ones, isn't it? Play 3-4-1-2, quite just saying, and keep the same pairing up front. That's interesting. I'm not against the 3 at the back. Remember, guys, when we won the FA Cup, the last and only trophy we've won, and this manager's won, with no fans. You got no fans, and all of them ones there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, right? We played 3 at the back against City and Chelsea in the final, and we won it. What happened to the 72 formations? The fine margins, guys. I've got a big fucking plan, a big masterful fucking plan, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. How much PR does Jude Bellingham get? Way too much, bruv. Through the roof. Mad thing, bruv. Mad fucking thing. I'm so tired of Saka. He finished simple as that trade, him plus money for Elise. And yeah. So basically what you're saying is that you trade him for Elise. I would. On a technical level, there's no comparison, bro. Elise is levels, bro. Bayern are one of the favourites. I've been saying this. I still think it's Barca because what Lamine Yamal is cooking. Can you smell what Lamine the Dream is cooking, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's just how I see it. I could be wrong. It wouldn't surprise me if Bayern won it, but let's be real. It'll be more down to the players than Vincent Kompany. I'll tell you that much. For damn sure, bruv. Can I be completely honest? I think Victor Gyökeres should have had a penalty when both Mosquera and Saliba was all over Lautaro. Interesting. Maybe not. I'm going to do an Arsene Wenger because I actually, I didn't see it. But either way, like, it is what it is. I will play Timber and MLS as wingbacks. Timber, I could hear. Miles Lewis-Skelly, for me, I'll play him in midfield or don't bother in it. To tell you the truth, bro, if you're going to play Declan Rice in midfield, because Miles Lewis-Skelly, MLS, looks after the ball and he'll move it forward better than what Marino does, even though Marino played brilliantly tonight. I would have him next to Declan Rice, and then you have Eberezer. And then you could start Marino in some games. Marino can come off the bench in other games. Like, for me, Zubimendi, especially in the league, is not a starter. The way I see it, Zubimendi is more of Champions League. You start him, and then if it's not going well, you can hook him off for a Marino or put Miles Lewis-Skelly in there. But this manager's not going to play Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield, which is a shame. It's a shame. Best believe that. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Oh, you meant Inter should have won a penalty. My bad, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah. It is what it is, people. It is what it fucking is. Hansi Flick is 8 from 8 in cup finals and a Champions League win. I wanted him the whole time. Yeah, 100%. And from what I hear as well, if it's true that Luis Enrique is going to go Man City, we need to go to Barca and offer him 20 mil a year. Fuck it. As Kenny Ken would say, put your nuts on the table, cunt. Minus the last bit, of course. But yeah, put 20 mil on the fucking table. You're telling me he's not going to go, bruv. You're telling me he's not going to make that trip. He'll be edged in history, and he knows this, bruv. And he'll rotate. He'll rest. He'll rejuvenate. That's a lovely word. Kind of a buzzword, but I love that word. Either way, I don't give a fuck, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he will actually rejuvenate this squad, all jokes aside. And for me, the nicest way to put it is Arteta's taken this team as far as he can take it. Luckiest manager in the world. Should never have got the job in the first place. But if he leaves at the end of the season, regardless of the result, let's say we win the league and the League Cup, for me, he should go himself. Leave on a high. If anything, do a swap with Barca. I know Barca fans, for the most part, don't want Mikel Arteta, but we win the league and or League Cup, right? And then he has a big crack at Barca. It will be great for him in regards to his career, because then he won't overstay his welcome like he's kind of already done here, and do a Wenger and be like, well, I'm going to stay here. And then, whatever happens. I've got all the money in the world. Then I can, worm my way into a FIFA. Because let's be real, Mikel Arteta ain't getting a FIFA job. Let's keep it all the way James Brown. And it's funky in this bitch right here, right now. Fatboy Slim Sings, yeah? Arteta is not getting a FIFA job. He doesn't have the credentials. And for me, he's too young, inexperienced, naive, and all of that. And he don't know ball like Wenger either way. So, and he's not as intelligent as Wenger. It's the fact that he speaks English so well is why a lot of these top gooners, these born buffering merchants, these mutants, these spastics, believe that he's elite, but he'll never be elite. We know the truth, people. We especially know the truth right here, right now, right here, right now. Where are we going with this? Third centre back, Ben White or Mosquera. Like Ben White, I think for me in the back three, you remember from Brighton days, but I think Mosquera could do well. Extra protection with Saliba and Gabriel and all of that. Luis Enrique, in his own words, I would love to work in England one day, but you must beat City to him. Exactly. For me, even if we win the league, fuck it. Even if we win the Champions League, do you know what? If I was better, I'd just say, look, we've made an offer for Luis Enrique. You've got to go. Leave on a high. Mutual consent, blah, blah, blah. We'll paint you in a great light and move on with your career. You can go anywhere in the world. And Barca will have you. Do you know what I'm saying? PSG will have you. So it's one of them ones where it's just like, for me, if Arteta pulls out of the bag, he's got options. But if he doesn't, he's getting sacked and he's going nowhere. So it's up to Arteta. If Arteta can grow some bollocks and play total fucking football, free-flowing attacking football, scintillating football, like we were 22-23 season, and granted we're 8 points clear at the moment, 7 points clear rather than 8 from them times, unlike these times, but still. It is what it is. Fine margins, guys. Yeah, the sporting director does do the transfers quadra, among other things as well. Now, so I've seen it all season. We will win. Or I've said it, sorry, rather. That's so I've said it all season. We will win the League Cup. We win the Prem as well. We don't win the League Cup. We don't win it. Yeah, 100%. I've been saying this as well, AJ. Big up. Absolutely spot on, mate. We don't win the League Cup, we ain't winning shit this season. And I think deep down Arteta knows this. We have to get past Chelsea. I think we play Leeds away before the Chelsea game, and that will be a tough game as well. Leeds are on point, and Leeds will stay up as well. It's between Forest and West Ham, and for me, Sean Dyche will do enough in the end. For me, West Ham, they've got bigger problems than Nuno Espirito Santo. And their squad ain't good enough. Forest squad is better. And after the performance they showed against us last Saturday night, I think they'll do enough to stay up, even though they've been poor this season. And I was saying to Yeti, big up Yeti, by the way, but I just disagree with the whole, like, like we made you look bad and like we played that well. I don't think Forest played that well. I just think we were so shit. We didn't look like we wanted to win the game. Forest did play better than us. In regards to the penalty, I've seen less given. Is it soft? If it went against us, for example, would I complain if we got the rub of the green? No. But if it was given, I wouldn't really complain that much. Like, it is what it is. But you know what Yeti's like. He's passionate about his club and all that, and rightly so. It is what it is. They done very well last season. This season, not so much. But they'll stay up. And I want Forest to stay up. Out of Forest and West Ham. Like West Ham, they've been escaping the drop for way too long, innit? Brighton and Brentford will be next because truth of the matter is there's only so many good up-and-coming managers that you can get in the Prem, do you know what I'm saying? Brighton will go down in the next few years, a bit like Stoke, but they just play better football. Similar with Brentford as well. And they'll end up being like a yo-yo club. Brighton will definitely be a yo-yo club as well. Because you look at Leicester, I don't know where Leicester are in the Championship. Let me just double check. I'm going to share the screen. Okay. Holy shit. Leicester are 14th. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Sounded like a prime time Neil Warnock, bro. Hey, have a fucking word with them then, ref. Yes, winning. Ipswich. Yeah, really. Yeah, it looks like Coventry will go up, and fair play, you know, Fat Frank and all that shit. And then you got Ipswich second with the automatic. Could be Middlesbrough, probably should be Middlesbrough. And then you got so it's between Middlesbrough and Ipswich for the automatic, and then you got Hull, Millwall, Preston, and then you got Stoke, Watford, and Wrexham and Derby. So Stoke, Watford, Wrexham, and Derby, they're all on 41 points. Go check the Championships table for yourself to see what I'm seeing, you know, on Google or other browsers are available, of course. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Blackburn are just above the relegation. Pompey are in the relegation, and we only beat them 4-1. Do you know what I'm saying? Sheffield Wednesday got -7. Well, we know they're down, bro. We know they're fucking down. I think Oxford will probably go down as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, mad in the dunya, bro. But it's so tight. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even Leicester being 14th, they're on 38 points. They're 3 points behind Derby, Wrexham, Watford, and what's his face, Stoke City, with inferior goal difference to all of them. The closest is, I'd say QPR, because even Birmingham have got +1 goal difference. So Leicester, if they get a run going, they could probably make the playoffs. But yeah, it's maybe Birmingham, but I'd say Leicester should be there. But Millwall I would love nothing more than Millwall. If Millwall go up and West Ham go down, bruv, woo boy. Let's have it right, Cam. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, just give me a sec, guys. One moment, please. Woo! Where was I? There we go. Does transfer contracts bring in staff around? Yeah, roughly that. I'd say. If Luis Enrique goes to City, but get Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone is always an option. He definitely needs a change. I don't think he's finished as a manager yet, but with this squad, I'd reckon we'd be right up there. We'd be better in Europe as well, and we'd be better in the cups. And he'd manage the squad better. And we play better football as well, consistently. Trust me, he's been playing great football. And with this defense, he'll trust this defense. See, this manager doesn't trust this defense, including the goalkeeper. Now, the goalkeeper I can understand, but again, you're the one that bought him. And I've always said this, guys, right? David Raya is a great number 2, even elite level number 2, not number 1. That's why I wanted Oblak. And we get Don Diego Simeone, we will get Oblak, and we will get him for about 40 million, give or take. Like, he won't cost the 60, 70, 80 million what he would have cost like a few years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Even definitely 5 years ago, give or take, for damn sure. Do you know what I'm saying? In the back three, I actually think Ben White is the better play over Mosquera, because a back three is why we spent 50 million. Yeah. I completely agree with that, AJ, to be honest. I think the moment Brentford lose that Thiago, they're fucked. I think as well, if they lose, similar to Brighton as well, because they have the Brighton model works for Brighton so well, but with Brentford and Brighton, but more so Brighton, when they can't get a young up-and-coming top-class manager in terms of style of play and getting the wins to keep them top half, they'll fall down. Do you know what I'm saying? Brighton needed a worldie to get a point against Bournemouth at home. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a Bournemouth without Semenyo and that. Is what it is, people. Is what it fucking is. Looks better without coward Odegaard nicking a living guard. Yes, absolutely, brother. Absolutely, mate. Speaking of Thiago, I would happily use Kai and get money to get to. Yeah. Do them swap deals, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Do them swap deals. We'll cover part of the wage if necessary. They'll have to take a pay cut. And the truth of the matter is, Kai Havertz, that fucking donkey, I don't think he would have to move house as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Same with Jesus. Same with Odegaard. Like, it is what it is, people. It is what it fucking is. Odegaard is the most subbed off captain in Prem history. Need us? Yeah. I mean, the guys are fucking bitch. But we know this. It needs to not start anymore. Someone get it through. Yeah. I think the socials are having more effect on Arteta than anything else. Trust me. If they say don't start Odegaard anymore, I reckon he'll listen more often than not. Trust me. Because the thing is with this manager, right? If he loses that online fan base, he's toast. If we go on a poor run of losing and drawing consecutive games, like we bottle this league title, he's gone. He knows this. He will do whatever it takes to keep this job because he knows he's not getting another top job and lasting as long as he's done here. We all know this, people. PSG, he won't last long. Even Juve, he won't last as long. Barca, definitely not. Like, do you know what I'm saying? The thing is, we know he can play great football, but he refuses. He's way too comfortable. But this season, bringing in Andrea Mafioso, bad boy Berta, mate, no longer comfortable. You see, he's been looking mad stressed, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it needs to be. £50 million a year, time to fucking deliver, cunt. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what needs to happen. The moment West Ham go down, we better go by Jared Bowen. I have a sneaky feeling he'll stay at West Ham and then they'll probably go straight back up. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless he looks at it and is just like, you know what? I love West Ham, but I do want to be in the Prem. They'll understand my reasons of going, etc., etc. It is what it is. 5 likes, just like the 5 current viewers. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and hit the notification bell. Of course. We know how we do. I think Gianni should be popping on stream shortly. Oh, right, he just sent me a message just a minute ago. Just bear with, people. Bear with. I know why. I didn't do the slash. I didn't do the slash. That's why. There we go. So you should be joining any moment now, because I really want to hear his take as well. Being he's kind of like our very own James Richardson. Remember Football Italia back in the day? Golasso and all of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And but obviously much funnier, much better, and just cooler. Do you know what I'm saying? Talking of which, my G, Gianni, what's going on, brother? I hear in Chi-Town it's fucking freezing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
It was negative 20 Celsius yesterday over here.
Oh shit, man. I couldn't do that, man. I could never do that. You know why. Yeah, talk to me, brother. Like, what do you think of the game? What do you think of Inter? Any other thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me.
I think overall it was a good performance, but I don't want to get too hyped up because that wasn't Inter's main team that was out there. Çalhanoğlu, let's all remember, is not playing. Sucic is not a starter. Piotr Zielinski is not a defensive midfielder, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing putting him there. He's never played that position his entire time I've seen him play. He's always been a number 10, more of a number 10, big up Quaja. But I thought overall the game was good. It's amazing how when Odegaard doesn't play, we're able to go forward and not sideways. Listen, I think it was a good performance. However, I still think that this is not the competition that we need to be focusing on winning because I don't think that this team is going to do it. I'll be honest with you. I still think if we run into a Bayern Munich, a Barcelona, that those are the two teams that I think that are higher than us at this current point in time when it comes to this competition. I think we just need to focus on getting over the line in the league. But I would take what we saw today into effect into the league is there's no reason for Odegaard to be playing anymore. I mean, it's literally a joke at this point to see how much better the offense looked. How much better the offense looked without him there. And I'm really questioning this loan move for Nwaneri after watching the game today as well. But Saka, not good again. I thought Saka was being selfish again with the ball. Lo and behold, when you finally feed fucking Gyökeres, he scores. What a fucking goal that was. It's amazing. It's amazing. The guy, when you actually force feed him, the guy's got 2 goals when you force feed him. Who'd have fucking thunk? You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, man, overall, good performance. Not hyping it up too much because, like I said, this is not Inter's best team, but overall, still a good performance to go to a tough away ground and get a victory like that. So at the end of the day, it's still a good day.
Yeah, no, I hear it, man. I hear it. Like, I knew Çalhanoğlu was out because I saw him just before the game started. So I knew he was out. Obviously, massive for them in midfield. And I've always rated him. Like, even Hamburg days, like even before that, like free kick from like 40 yards, like ridiculous, bro. Fucking ridiculous. Like top player. Like for me, like Hakan is always reminding me of like similar but also different in certain ways, like with the set pieces, like Gundogan, in it. Do you know what I'm saying? He's kind of that type of player for them that just makes things tick. He makes the difference. He turns up in big moments. You saw that last season with Inter. Like, you know, they managed to get over the line against Barca. I think he scored a penalty, didn't he? Because they got a penalty like last few minutes. Like, and you know, he's not the quickest, obviously not the most mobile. Obviously, he's getting on a bit, but it doesn't matter. You know, form is temporary, class is permanent. Like, I'm in a good mood. So yes, like I look and sound like a bit gassed, but at the same time, like all jokes aside, like, you know, there's not really much that anyone can really argue with what you're saying. It's like You know, that's why I brought you on here. Of course, you're my guy, Italian football expert, and all of them ones there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I hear it. Like, and it kind of makes sense with the way that we played. That Inter didn't quite, you know, I expected more from them. Do you know what I'm saying? I knew they weren't gonna park the bus and all that, especially at home. Like, their Inter fans wouldn't have it, you know, and rightly so. But at the same time, they're always going to struggle, especially in the Champions League, like with them fucking clowns up front. Like, they are fucking shit, bro. Especially Marcus Thuram. Like, he's literally been living off of his father's name. And then you got his brother playing in centre mid, who's a hell of a lot better. I've not seen much of him, but from the very little that I've seen, he's a way better footballer. Like Marcus Thuram, I just don't get it, man. Him and Martinez as well. Like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. Do you know what I mean?
See, here's my thing with that. Had they went and got De Zerbi in the summertime, I would have understood it, because they were talking about making it more of a 4-3-3 for him to be playing off of the striker, off of Lautaro, because what the initial idea was that they would go 4-3-3 and it would be Lookman on the left, Thuram on the right, and Lautaro as the striker to go with the top three that way, which I think Thuram, it fits his game better to be able to be in more of a position like that because of his pace and his physicality, as far as he is hard to get off the ball once he gets the head of steam built up. So, you know, for me, the two young kids are better than them, though. The Esposito, 91, the young kid, the 20-year-old, he's better than both of the strikers they got. Yeah. And his brother's on loan at Cagliari. He's the Esposito as the striker for Cagliari. They're two really good young kids coming out of that youth academy that, you know, I don't think Marcus Thuram will be at Inter after this season. And there's a possibility that I don't think Lautaro Martinez will be there after this season, if I'm being honest with you, because the flip on the resale for those two guys would be massive for them because of the financial shit that they're dealing with. So I think they go with the young kids next year, if I'm being quite honest with you. But yeah, no, I mean, Denzel Dumfries didn't play, who is a much bigger threat in being direct than Luis Enrique is. Luis Enrique is more, that's basically trying to copy what Conte did with Perisic as the left wing back when he was at Inter. They're trying to do the same thing as the right wing back with Enrique. He's not really a defensive presence. So I knew Trossard would have a pretty easy game on that side without Enrique going after him like that. So yeah, again, you're talking about Stefan de Vrij didn't play because of them saving him for the league.
Yeah, he was on the bench.
He's their normal starting center back. Acerbi doesn't really start for them anymore like
that. He's what, like 37, 38 now? Like,
he'll be 38 next month.
Yeah, there you go. Like, he's on his way out. Like, you know, very good centre back, but it's just like in this modern era, and like unless you're that good, like a Thiago Silva, etc., you know, Chiellini, Barzagli to a lesser degree, and Bonucci and all of that. Like, if you're 38, like in this modern era, and you've got no pace and you're not as good defensively, like you're going to struggle here and there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, even in the back three for me. But like what you said about Bukayo Saka as well, I don't think he played that bad compared to obviously Forest and that. But again, it's just like, he's just a selfish youth, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that 300k that might be they might have given him another goal bonus. We know he's the star boy. I'm glad that Nick and the Living Guard didn't get on the pitch, although you know my thoughts, bro. Like, you know, I wanted Odegaard to play only as punishment, and I wanted Declan Rice to be fully rested. But then again, Declan Rice, tactics. Do you know what I'm saying?
I didn't understand why they brought him on. I mean, again, this is the situation that I don't understand with why we're getting rid of Ethan Nwaneri to go to Marseille. I don't understand this move at all, because why in God's name would you allow Declan Rice to start when you already see that the midfield of Inter is not doing what it's normally doing? I mean, there was no need to put Rice in as soon as you saw Barella coming off the pitch.
Oh yeah, 100%.
As soon as if you would have started this game, if Inter would have started the game where it would have been Barella, Fratesi, and Zielinski, then I understand you putting Rice in because Barella and Fratesi got engines to go all damn day long. And you would have needed a guy to be able to go after them two guys because they can get up and down the pitch like nobody's business, 80 minutes a game with no problem. So again, the rotation is the question for me at that rate. To why are we even bothering with Rice even coming on? Again, we still got what? 5 or 6 games left in the month. When rest is crucial with this situation going on, I wouldn't even do that, especially with the fact that we let that lead go against Chelsea in the League Cup. When rest is going to be necessary because of all the rotations we're going to need in these 5 games, I don't understand why we're even playing this, to be quite honest with you. So, for me, that's the bigger thing. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was an overall good performance. We need to take this in stride and go on into the weekend and go get another W as far as that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not convinced that Arsenal is going to be that Arsenal is not going to be the team to look at for the Champions League this year. I'm not too concerned as far as that. When Esposito came in, he gave Inter's offense a whole different look, and it changed the whole complexion of the game, and it made it a little bit more uncomfortable. Yes, Gyökeres went and scored a goal against the run of play, but the fact that a young kid like that could turn the game at the moment that he did is a little worrying, considering we got United at the weekend with this new manager bounce under Carrick and how they're playing now under him. So yeah. I want to be cautious going into this weekend and hopeful that we're going to beat United. But there's still some worrying signs with this team.
Yeah, 100%. I don't want to be too cautious because we know what happens when this fucking manager goes too cautious. He reverts back to type, innit?
He's going to revert back to type against Manchester United, bro.
Yeah.
United ran all over that midfield against Manchester City. He's going to do the same thing. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if we got another defensive performance like we did against Liverpool against United. Would not be shocked at all by it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be another fucking stinker. How old is that? What's his name again? Esposito. Esposito. Yeah, sorry, I fucking butchered the name. Esposito.
That's normally how it's pronounced as Esposito, but that's how in Italy we say is Esposito.
Of course, yeah. I didn't want to butcher it on purpose.
Oh, you're all good, brother.
I'm not Italian and I don't speak.
He's
Italian.
only 20. I think he's 19.
He's only 20.
Yeah, dude. He's a good young. We're hoping. Him and his brother, his brother, I think is only, what is it? He turns 21 in June. He turns 21 in June. His older brother's 22, and he's at Cagliari. He's on Inter's team as well. He's just on loan. So
do they play the same position, or is his brother? Okay.
Well, his brother's shorter. His brother is shorter but stockier than he is. He's the tall one. The other one is a more low to center. He's a more low center of gravity, but got a lot more pace than his brother. But his brother is deceptively quick for still being 6'3".
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a great point. So, bar obviously corruption, and we saw a lot of fucking corruption in the AFCON, innit? Have you seen that meme? Yeah. Have you seen that meme with one of them like African politicians? I can't remember his name or like what country, but he's just like, corruption is only bad if I am not involved. Yeah. If I am involved, then corruption is okay.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like one of them ones in it. So like, bar that, they should at least be in the squad. Basically, what you're saying is they should definitely be in the fucking squad. And them being on Inter's roster, I don't see any other reason. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like they're at Napoli or any other team in the south, or or lower down the table, etc. That aren't the Juves, the Inters, the Milans, even Roma to a lesser degree. I know they've had their problems. Lazio got their problems, but like, yeah, it's looking good. I think for me, what I took from this game, and what really not surprised me, but what I was pleased with, even though it was like not Inter's strongest team, I knew Hakan was a starter, but out injured or whatever, but like Mikel Merino in that midfield, you know, I don't care. Agree, disagree. For me, he was my man of the match. It wasn't Jesus. What Merino did, I was like, you know what? Why the fuck do we not see this more often? Like, I don't rate
He was
him
going up against a kid. Sucic is 20 years old.
Yeah.
Sucic just got promoted. Sucic just got bought from Dinamo Zagreb this year. He's
Croatian. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sucic is Croatian. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. No, that kind of makes sense. I hear that. But yeah, either way, like it's one of those situations where you play to what's in front of you, but at the same time, yeah, I don't want to get carried away. But you know, Marino's not going to have that level of performance against a Man United when they have a better midfield. Do you know what I'm saying?
Here, do you think Merino here? Sucic is more of an attacking-minded midfielder, and Zielinski, since he's gone to Inter, has been a number 10, has been an 8 and a number 10 his whole career, and a left mid as well. When you have no physicality or defensive mentality players in that midfield, Merino's going to look good.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm saying that. I can hear what you're saying, but again, that's why I'm saying we got to be cautious with this. Merino looked good because there wasn't any real competition. This is a completely Inter Milan is a completely different team when Çalhanoğlu is the number 6. When he's the number 6 and they're playing Zielinski and Barella, or they do Barella and Fratesi, it's a completely different scenario of how difficult that midfield is to deal with than what it normally is. That's why I think Merino looked good, but I wouldn't write it home yet that we need to see more of this out of Merino. Merino's going to play his typical game. It's just the question is there a team that's going to get physical and press up on him? With Inter, nobody was pressing. Nobody was pressing in that regard. What changed the whole game was the fact that Mosquera had his hands full dealing with Esposito. Now, he did a good job dealing with him, but you saw the turn and flick that just went wide against us, where he had Raya beat for that far post. You know, had that goal goes in, it's a completely different game because all the momentum was with Inter, that now they had somebody who was actually doing something on top. So I think I agree with you. Merino did have a good game, but there's a lot of context to that.
Oh, yeah. No, of course. Like with Hakan out and, you know, like Sucic, and obviously Barella didn't play the whole game, etc. I don't think Barella, it definitely wasn't his best game and all of that. He didn't do bad, but it wasn't, you know.
No, he's tired.
Yeah. Like it kind of felt a bit like lackluster to me because, you know, I rate him. Obviously, you rate him as well. Like we know the quality that he possesses and all of that. But for me, going into the Man United game, like I said this earlier, I'm sure you saw it. Like I do not want that fucking Nick and a living guard little cunt starting ahead of Ebery Eze. Now people will say, "Oh, but Eze wasn't great today. He didn't need to be great today." Do you know what I'm saying? We done the job. We got over the line.
Yeah, but Eze looked like Odegaard today. Eze legit kind of looked like the black Odegaard today. He was doing the same stupid fucking motions. I mean, granted, it's because he's got to get playing time. But, you know, that's one of the biggest uncomfortable conversations is, has anybody realized how much slower the offense has gotten since he hasn't been getting any minutes?
Yeah.
And the pace in what we saw on the offense today, had we had that against Forest, we would have beat Forest 5-0.
Definitely would have made a difference.
We were just too scared to go against them.
Like for me, against Man United, right? Rice, Zubimendi, and I want to see Eze starting, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to revert back to type. He's going to go with the Odegaard at home. He's going to stink it out. And he's going to try and stink out a 1-0 win from a set piece. If we do that, we'll get cut to pieces, bro. He'll start Gyökeres up front. He'll start Saka, even though he played pretty much the whole game. And Trossard. You know, I don't want Martinelli to start against Man United. I think it's clear for everyone to see that when he comes.
I think Jesus will end up starting against Man United, if I'm being honest with
you.
you.
I don't want him up front, though. That's the thing. The thing is with Jesus, for me, if he starts on the left, I'd be cool with that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not Trossard, I'd rather Jesus than Martinelli start on the left. Like Madueke, yes, he's been performing better than Bukayo Saka. But for me, Madueke, we all know his issues, bro. It's the final third. It's his end product. He just doesn't have it. And like what Ben White was saying against Forest, put the ball in the box. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because even though Ben White's kind of fallen off a cliff, you know, he's not the same player, ran into the ground, all of that shit, yeah? At least he'll do what needs to be done. You know, Timber, I wasn't a fan of Timber starting and playing as much as he did today because that boy needs a rest as well. Yep. But for me, Mosquera, yeah, he did quite well, you know, coming back from injury. But again, it's just like we're rushing back players because this manager knows he's under serious pressure. I do think, regardless of this manager going to revert back to type against United on Sunday, the players will definitely play better than what they did against Forest, without a doubt. We have to. And I'll tell you why that's going to be the case. Because when it matters, when bragging rights, do you know what I'm saying? You know, Liverpool, it's like, well, they won the league, blah, blah, blah. They're not really our rivals. But, you know, Villa, obviously, with the Unai Emery connection, obviously the boos at half-time, and then we slapped them in the second half, and then they lost to Everton on the... I saw that game. That was a diabolical game, but it is what it is. But against United... Have
you seen the news that they're linked with Mateta?
Yeah. I heard that. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
I think for me, like, when it comes to Man United on Sunday, if it's 0-0 at half-time and we play the same stinky-ass fucking bullshit, there will be a few boos here and there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think these top gooners and all of that, they're on the edge. They're basically at the tipping point because we're playing so bad and, you know, we're not getting the results that we should be getting, you know, not beating Forest, not beating Liverpool, you know, not scoring in both ties, you know, both games home and away, you know, and Chelsea 1-1 early last year, towards the end of last year in that. Like Villa, we lost away. Like, you know, all these kind of fucking results. And then we got Leeds at the end of the month away, who are doing great. And I said Leeds would stay up. Who knew? They got a Macher, but they also got Calvert-Lewin, who's having the form of his life. It's amazing what happens when you don't spend as much time modelling handbags and all of that bollocks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, focus on the game, focus on your game, and you'll get a few goals here and there. Your performances go up. And Daniel Farke, for all intents and purposes, it looks like he's got a very good team. It's not like the Norwich team that he's had before. And he's actually an okay coach. I'm not going to say he's a great coach, but he's a decent coach. And with a better team, and with a better team, you're seeing what's going in it. Like Leeds will stay up. Because for me, I think Forest will do enough to stay up, you know, with Dyche and all that, give them a few more games, especially against us with the result that they got. I just don't see West Ham beating the drop. I really don't. West Ham have they've avoided relegation one too many times in it, and Jared Bowen ain't enough for me to keep them up. Like,
yeah, but their new kid they got from Lazio can bag goals to get them out of that position. They're Castellanos. That Castellanos kid is good. If he can, if Bowen and Somerville can get him enough, service, I think they could stink their way out of it. Listen, Nottingham Forest to me, just come get Lorenzo Luca. Please come get Lorenzo Luca from Napoli because we got a dumpster fire that we got to deal with our club right now. And Luca's part of the problem that we need to get rid of his ass. So I hope Nottingham Forest comes and buys this kid.
Yeah, and what's that wide player again that you want to get rid of? Who, like that fucking scrub? What's his name, bro? Politano. That's it. Yeah, he's another one, isn't it? That you wouldn't mind a little cheap.
Dude, Conte. Listen, man. Conte better be walking at the end of the year with the way that we're having right now. Conte better be fucking getting sacked at the end of the year. He's put us in a bad fucking position. So we're going to see with what ends up happening with Napoli. This is what happened today should not have fucking happened. You go up, you're up 11 to 10 men. Copenhagen got a red card. You let them back in. Now we're fucking barely in. I don't even think we're in the Champions League knockout stages right now with the fixtures. So it's and we got to play Chelsea.
Yeah.
It's fucking it's fucked.
Yeah, no, that Chelsea game, and they'll have like Reece James back and or Gusto back. If they're both back, Reece James will be in that midfield for sure. And then Caicedo will be back. Cole Palmer as well. So it will definitely be a different game. But for me, you know, like AJ said, if Arteta finds a way to throw this game, or like we get knocked out, we ain't winning shit this season, and his ass needs to be potted on the spot in the tunnel, like Don Carlito was at Chelsea, innit, when he had Don Roman there.
If he loses the League Cup, if we lose the League Cup semifinal at home to Chelsea, he should be sacked on the spot.
100%.
At that point, I wouldn't even give a fuck if we bottled the league, because we went.
Because then we can start again. We've got Berto, and we can.
Wouldn't even care. I think we win the league with Airport Albert. Towards the end of the season, I think.
Yeah, because you know what Airport Albert would do, even though he had that little spat with Declan Rice during the tunnel in the Chelsea game, like just before they came on in the second half or whatever the case may be, right? What I saw that one game with Airport Albert when we lost 2-1 to City, we played so much better. He'll just allow the players to play in it. He'll just simplify it. He won't overcomplicate it. And he's not trying to be the star of the show or anything like that. He's just like, I've got a great group of players here. I'll just let them play in it. And, you know, the Rices, the Gabriels, they'll handle the game in it. And then Saliba's, Bukayo Saka will play better. You know, he won't be playing Odegaard's hardly ever. You know, he'll utilize Ezra and all of that. But what you mentioned about Ethan going on loan, I'm not a fan of it. But that being said, if we didn't have this manager at the helm, I would hear you. However, the fact that he'll most likely be here at least till the end of the season, he needs game time, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? As long as it's just a loan, which it looks like it is for all intents and purposes, like we'll get the game time.
Not guaranteed, brother, because what's his name is already being linked for moves away. And they're going to have the money to be able to spend to buy him permanently. That's the thing. Yeah. Greenwood's already linked. Greenwood's already linked with a potential move to Napoli or Atletico. They're talking about Marseille. Marseille's bare minimum they're taking is about 65, 70 million euros. If they get 70 million euros for Greenwood, they'll be able to buy Nwaneri straight out for whatever we're going to ask for them. Yeah, especially if they're
40 mil, give or take. Yeah,
we're not going to be able to charge 40 mil for him, bro. He hasn't gotten the play time. You got to look at you. That's the whole reason why Marseille are looking at it from that perspective. They see a young kid who they're going to get for dirt cheap. Arsenal have to take the sale because he's a youth academy project where it's going to be all money, where it's a pure profit situation, because we don't know what the PSR situation is with the club. That's why we're not making any moves right now.
Yeah, the PSR situation is not looking good. Like I hear that, but I want it to be like just a loan for 6 months, and then at the end of it, we'll see how the situation transpires in it. But the ideal situation from this for me would be like we loan out Ethan till the rest of the season. Let's say, for argument's sake, Arteta gets potted. We get like a Luis Enrique or a Hansi Flick or even a Diego Simeone. We bring him back, and then he gets more game time, or should get more game time. Because, for example, Diego Simeone will not have a Martin Odegaard in there. He won't have a Kai Havertz in there. Unless Jesus is playing on the left, he won't have him in there either. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's one of our three biggest earners. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So long term, short and kind of long term, I'm looking at it like, well, he's getting more game time, which is good, but I just don't want him sold. That's my biggest thing. I don't want him sold. If he gets more game time, that's great. But if Berta really is the guy, just make it a loan till the end of the season, and we'll assess the options at the end of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want an obligation to buy, even if it's for like 30, even 40 mil at this point. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Even if he manages to do that, but let's just say like 30 mil is kind of more realistic, give or take. Like, I don't want us to be in that situation, even if we need it for PSR. Like, for me, there are just other players. Bearing in mind, we ripped up Tomiyasu's contract before the start of the season, and now he's at Ajax. You know, he didn't have a club for 6 months. Now he's with Ajax. Who else is at Ajax other than Zlatan's kid? There was another.
Zlatan's kid just moved to Milan.
Was it?
Yeah, Zlatan's kid just moved to Milan.
I thought he was going to Ajax, or was it the other kid?
The other kid, I think, is with them. I think his oldest one, who's been making waves, got moved to Milan.
Right. Okay. So there's two. Yeah. Because I just saw the interview with one of his kids, where he was like, and I love what he said as well. He's like, I'm looking to build my own legacy. This is just about me. This ain't about my father. And I'm actually glad that his dad didn't. He wasn't there, you know, in front of the cameras or anything like that. Even if he was there behind the scenes, they didn't show him. I think that was a great touch. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, making his own waves and all of that. Like, that's how you got to be, in it. Like, when you're the son of a footballer, innit, especially a top footballer. That's how you got to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at Kasper Schmeichel, innit? Kasper Schmeichel, for all intents and purposes, has had a great career. Considering that all of the loans and everything, you know, Premier League winner, FA Cup winner. It's a lot better than most of the kids of footballers, Premiership footballers, European top elite level ballers. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the Thuram's, innit? I mean, you know, Marcus Thuram, like, yeah, like he's got like a league title here and there and all of that, but he's not kicking up waves. You know, you got Khéphren Thuram at Juve, I think, still. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, they won't ever be the level of his dad.
Yeah, he's too. I don't buy into the hype that everybody has for Khéphren Thuram, to be quite honest with you.
Not at all.
I think with a different club, I think Juve is such a fucking dumpster fire as a team right now that it's affecting all the plays of the players there.
Let me ask you this very quickly, Johnny. Would you rather have Mikel Merino or Khéphren Thuram in our midfield? I have to ask you this question.
Khéphren Thuram.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
but because Khéphren Thuram's game is physicality and getting up and down the pitch. That's not Merino's game.
Yeah.
Merino is a technical player who likes to make late runs into the box. That's all his game. For us, for what we need. If we're looking at our midfield, and you're telling me I got an option of Khéphren Thuram or Merino to sit next to Rice and Zubamendi, I'm taking Thuram, because Thuram's going to create a shit ton more chances, because if he has the ability to blitz the defense the way he wants to normally play, then he'll be fine doing that. The thing with Merino is that if you saw him at Sociedad, all he did was play with the three midfielders that he had, and then would go late runs into the box, because they would need him to do that, because Kubo couldn't finish the way they wanted him to, and the Portuguese striker that they had for a little while, that Andre Silva, couldn't finish. So they needed Merino to be in the box to aid Oyarzabal with scoring goals and everything for the team. So for me, I'm looking at it from the perspective of, I would like Thuram. The thing with Juventus is, I think just whatever's happened with that club since Sarri's exit, since the introduction of Pirlo and everything else, that club has been a dumpster fire. None of the players are playing up to the potential of what they should be, outside of Yildiz and Conceição. Bremer, who was tipped to be the best defender in Serie A, has not lived up to the hype. Locatelli is being handicapped ever since he went there from the player he was at Sassuolo. Thuram's being handicapped. Koopmeiners, who is a fantastic midfielder for Atalanta, is not playing his true position. He looks like shit. That whole team that whole team just doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Yes, they've picked up points recently with Spalletti, and Spalletti's trying to play more of an open attacking game with them. But overall, those guys are not playing in their proper position. So Juve needs a 6. Juve needs a 6. If they got a 6 and then you allow Thuram and Locatelli to press forward more, now all of a sudden you're talking about a completely changing the dynamics with that team. So that's why I would like Khéphren Thuram if you give me that options. But Thuram, I don't know. I just don't. He has to do a complete 180 from what I've seen in Italy to be impressed with the kid, if I'm being quite honest with you. Because he did look good at Nice, but again, it's Nice. To make a jump from Nice to Juventus is not an easy thing to do. And this is year 2 now.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I tell you what I would love. I would love us if we got Khéphren Thuram, you're talking about the physicality and all that, and obviously being the Premier League, that's like A1. Mm-hmm. But instead of Marino going the other way, I would just have like Odegaard go the other way. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll be great for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Being Mr. Napoli and all of that, where they can get their 6 or whatever, and he can just do whatever and just see how he goes. Do you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, even then, I actually think he would play better at Juve than he would with us. Like, no, you don't think he would? Like, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
No. because the way Juve play. First of all, here's the thing: if Odegaard went to Juventus and Spalletti's the manager, then I would agree with you, because Spalletti would put him at the number 10 position, probably drop Koopmeiners to the 8 role. The only thing is that you would still be lacking because you're going to put Locatelli as a holding midfielder when that's not his position. So they would still need the number 6. Conceição and Yildiz would probably benefit with Odegaard being there. I mean, to be fair, if Odegaard went to Juve as a number 10 and the handbrake was taken off and Odegaard could charge forward like he did 2 and 3 seasons ago with us, then him with having the likes of Conceição on the right and Yildiz on the left on either flank of him, I think Odegaard could play a lot better if he's playing more forward in the role. If Odegaard's going there to play the same role that he's playing at Arsenal now with Juventus in that 3-4-3, or if he gets dropped back into midfield with Locatelli and they still want Koopmeiners to be the number 10, he's not going to make a difference for that team. If anything, it would make him weaker because he's not physical enough to go against a lot of the other teams in Italy, like a Milan, like Napoli at full strength, or like Inter at full strength. That midfield still can't keep up with the other ones if that's the position that you're going to put him in. So it would all depend on how you deploy him, similar to what it is with the manager, like over here. Even if you send Odegaard to Juventus, it's still the same situation. Does he play the same boring football? I mean, I forgot who the fuck said it. I think Shane put it on one of his shows. Shout out Shane Gooner.
Yeah,
somebody tried saying that he's created the most chances in the Premier League this season. And I'm like, what fucking league are you watching? One of these fucking top Gooners was trying to say that Odegaard's created more chances for Arsenal, has created more chances than any other play creator in the Premier League. And I was like, is nobody watching Cherky? And Cherky's half the time on the fucking bench.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that guy is a fucking baller, bro. Because
for 30 million, why the fuck we?
Yeah. I remember. To be honest, yeah. Even if Odegaard, like, I agree with you. Even if Odegaard goes to Juve, for me, to be honest, after this season, when we really look at everything, after this season, Odegaard ain't going to go to a Bayern Munich. He's not going to go to a Barca. He's not going to go back to Real Madrid. We know that. He won't go to a PSG. For me, there's not many other big clubs or even remotely trying to be elite clubs other than maybe Juve. And obviously, you wouldn't take him at Napoli. No one would take him at Napoli. I hear it. Under any circumstances, I hear it. But at Juve, like, do you know what? I just, you know me, bro. I want him out that fucking door. Like that useless.
I
cunt.
honestly think he only goes to Saudi. He can't,
Like,
bro.
do you think even Saudi would take a chance on him?
Yeah,
Like,
Saudi would because he's another big name that they take from the Premier League. But
Al Nassr supplying CRY7, bruv. Do you know?
yeah, exactly.
Like, it happened in January, bruv. Like the Bruno
Fernandes,
Fernandes,
bro. You know they're not going to sell him in January. They're not going to listen. If this team had balls, you would make a cut rate deal to sell Havertz and Odegaard right now. Now you can't sell Jesus because of the Nwaneri situation. You need that. You need a winger rotate. You need wing rotation. But if you had balls, you dump Odegaard, you dump Havertz right now. Sell the both of them for fucking 15 million for all I care. Get those massive contracts off the books. Take the loss on the fucking money coming in and fucking and go buy another striker. I mean, for me, I don't even understand if Mateta's really available. I don't understand why we don't sell Havertz and go get Mateta and have Mateta and Gyökeres as the
100%. And if for whatever reason Mateta doesn't work out, get fucking Dovbyk. Either one of them two, I'd be very happy with, and so would you, because I've seen enough of Dovbyk where it's just like, you know, like he's class, isn't it? He's everything you want in the striker. Yeah, he's not the most mobile, but he's what, 6'2", 6'3"?
No, he is. Dovbyk is fast, bro.
Oh, he is fast. Yeah, my bad.
Is fast.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Sorloth, innit, who's 6'5".
Yeah, Sorloth. Yeah, Sorloth.
I do rate Sorloth as well.
Dovbyk
was against us, but like,
dude, there's been times where Dovbyk lined up as a winger for Girona and balled out.
Winger?
Because of how quick he is. Yeah, dude. Dovbyk. Listen, I don't know what. Again, this goes back to Gasperini being a fucking typical hothead Italian. I don't understand why dude, when he took over Rome, he walked right in and said to Lorenzo Pellegrini and Dovbyk, "You're not a part of my plans." They're their two best players.
Oh, yeah. My days, bro. My day. Oh, because they're not tracking back as much and all of that shit.
No, he just doesn't. He's weird like that, bro. Gasperini goes into clubs. When he took over Atalanta was in dire straits. He was able to slowly handpick all the players that he wanted to fit his system at Atalanta because of how they were able to rebuild that team up over years. But when he went to Rome, when he was the manager of Inter for 6 months, he said the same thing. He said the same thing to some of their players. And it's like, bro, these are their best players. What the fuck you doing? You learn to take them in. Rome just missed out. Raspadori was supposed to go to Rome from Atletico. He's back with Atalanta now with Palladino. Trust me, I want Napoli to get Dovbyk. The problem is we got no fucking money because of this idiot Conte with what he's done. That's why I'm saying Conte doesn't win the league. The only way he stays, he's got to win the Coppa Italia. You got to walk away with silverware with the amount of money you've asked us to spend for you. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here, dude.
But saying if you have like no money, and I've got to quickly piss, but before I do, I'll ask you this question. Like, in regards to, like, obviously McTominay's been on fire, scoring the goals and all that. Obviously, KDB's injured at the moment. Like, you've got what's that Slovakian in midfield? What's his name? Lobotka. Lobotka. Yeah, that's it. Lobotka. Yeah. Like, you've got that. You've got what's his name? Di Lorenzo as well. I don't know if he's injured at the moment. Like,
no, he played. He's good.
Okay, yeah, he's fine at the moment. So you've got some proper players as well. Like, you know, I obviously your take on David Neres. You know, David Neres has never really, you know, like, he's never lived up to the hype in it. You know, and Northside, you know, coming from Benfica and all of that. You know, just a failed Brazilian.
His best season since Ajax with Napoli.
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, like,
but brother, the problem with Napoli is it's all Conte's fault. Conte created the problem. We have a problem at the club because we allowed Conte to handpick players and cater to his bullshit as far as, oh, I need a certain amount of money spent because of who I am. I'm Conte, and it's like, dude, you're asking a team that doesn't spend money to go and spend money for you to prove a point that we're worthy of you. It's like, who the fuck are you? If Napoli didn't give you a call, you'd still be sitting on the sidelines waiting for the Juventus job and jumping in a dumpster fire. So again, for me, it's the problem with Napoli is a much bigger thing. But as far as Arsenal's concerned, I think Arsenal is fine. Arsenal, while the performance today was fine, we're going to need a much better performance against Manchester United, because I don't like the fact that they smacked up City the way that they did, and they got confidence coming into this Arsenal game. That's my worry, is the fact that these guys might have a little bit too much confidence coming into the Arsenal game. And I do not want anything to go south in this Manchester United game. I do not want to deal with that. I do not want to deal with that whatsoever coming into this, because my worry is everyone looks at this game, oh yeah, we did good, we beat Inter, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, Inter's missing three of their starting 11 players, and they had another guy out of position.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Gianni sounds like a woman expecting.
What was that? Hang on.
That's why not.
Oh,
He's classic. He's a classic.
Why not so fucking legend? He's been here since day one as well. Big up. Yeah, no, I hear that, like, because like it's kind of not ironic, but it's kind of fascinating to me, like, where different clubs with different standards and at different stages, like, obviously you guys standards wise elite, but don't have the money and resources. Like, you spent a lot more than you ever have done for many a year, you know, relative obviously to like inflation and all of that shit, basically since Diego Maradona days and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's just like where you guys are at, the very little that I've seen, it's clear, it's crystal clear to me. A different manager, a more attacking manager, a manager that because look, Trashmas Højlund, we know exactly what he is, but under the right system, under the right manager in that league, you know, he came from that league, he'll get a few goals here and there, and he has done, even under fucking
Højlund hasn't been the problem for us. The problem for Napoli was Conte thought that it was a smart idea to make Politano the main play creator for this team coming into the season.
No.
Like, here's the thing, nothing against Kevin De Bruyne, he's a legend, but De Bruyne created a lot of problems for us. He's our highest paid player. He's 35 years old, who hasn't done a full season in 3 years with constant leg injuries. It'd be a different story if it was a shoulder, a rib, or something else. It's been knee and ankle injuries that have kept him off the pitch for the last 3 years. So, and then you go and sign Noah Lang, who for the last I
forgot about him. Yeah.
You sign Noah Lang, who in 2 of the last 3 years has had double digits in goals and assists for Club Brugge and PSV, has won league titles with both of those teams. You go and sign him, but then you make the decision, we're going to move McTominay out to the left wing to create a space for De Bruyne. I'm like, dude, that would work if you move Lang to the right and then get rid of Politano. Politano is garbage. So why you have him as the main play creator is where a lot of the problem comes into. Plus, we're trying to do this catch it lightning in a bottle with these old players. It's like, bro, we can't stack the team with old players thinking that we're going to be able to make a step forward. Napoli's big thing is getting a player and then being able to resell them for a top amount of money, because we need to reinvest in the team. And we're handicapping ourselves at that point, because now we're talking about we have to sell some of our best players to get money back. And with Conte, with the outstanding bill for Højlund and Luka, Napoli's on course to spend $300 million in the last 3 years. We don't do that. Our club isn't even worth $600 million. We're going to spend more than half of our value for a manager who, let's call it for how it is. Conte is a manager that succeeds when his club is the biggest club spending. If his club isn't the biggest club spending, he's not winning. That's the sad reality with Conte. Is he a good manager to get you over the hump? Yeah, he's got 6 league titles. But when it comes to Italy, that Inter team spent more than everybody while he was there. He won. The Juve, when he won 3 in a row, they spent more than everybody because they were the only team in Italy with money. You know, Napoli is the only team that he took. that was basically an underdog story with less money and everything else. But now you've been backed. You've been backed, and you've been backed more than any other manager. So, at the end of the day, for us, it's a situation of the trophies have to come with if we're going to start spending money like this.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like a Super Cup isn't good enough for you to spend $300 million over the course of 2 years going into your third. Sorry. If this was Inter, maybe. If it was Milan, maybe, because they have the larger amount of resources to be able to take it on the chin if you don't win but walk away with a trophy. We can't do that at this current point in time. We got to get all the money that we need.
Yeah, and it's for me, it kind of baffles me that Noah Lang, when he's been fit, isn't really the Noah Lang that we've seen, especially at PSV, because we've seen him at Arsenal when we've played against them, innit? Like, even when we battered them, like, he's kind of been their like standout player and all of that. And I've always liked Noah Lang. The ability is clear, like he's quick. He's not the quickest, but he's definitely quick enough, more than quick enough. And he's got better end product than Madueke. That's for damn sure. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what more do you need? But then it's a case of, well, if the money isn't there, do you go down the like bringing either going through the youth academy or bringing young Italian players from other clubs that are mustard? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like top quality, to bring them into the fold and get rid of certain players. Even, for example, like you obviously, like with Rasmus Højlund, it's a bit difficult because you loaned him with an obligation to buy or something like that.
He's going to cost 50 million.
Yeah, 50 mil. KDB, you could get rid of him to Saudi or whatever. But I always thought, like, with talking of Saudi, with the likes of Milinkovic Savic, I call him absolute savage because he's an absolute unit and he's a baller as well.
Yeah, he
obviously
is.
Ruben Neves as well. We've seen him in the Premier League with Wolves. We know he's top tier. I'm amazed no other club has gone in for him for them to be honest. Like, whether it's the Premier League, whether it's Serie A, Bundesliga, French League, even La Liga, to be fair as well.
I think they have. I think it's the money is the reason why nobody's taking the calls. It's a significant pay rise. I mean, here's the thing. Why? That's the flip side of it. You got easy living. You got an easier league to play in to where you're going to be able to play longer, which means long-term more money. I think that's the reason why these guys haven't made the jump. Trust me, I would. If you would have told me you have a choice between Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Kevin De Bruyne for Napoli, I would have took Milinkovic-Savic because I know what he's capable of doing.
And he's played in the league before as well.
Played in the league.
Slot right in. Yeah. No need to warm up or anything. He can slot straight in.
Slot right in. But again, it's also with a proper manager now. See, with Conte, I wanted Conte to go back to his 4-4-2 diamond midfield. If he would have went that route, it would have worked. The problem, and this is what makes Napoli even more baffling. Conte is the reason why Napoli has Politano, both ways. When Conte was the manager of Politano, he got when he was the manager of Inter, he got rid of Politano and got him to go to Napoli because he said he wasn't good enough. Now all of a sudden, 5 years later, now he's saying he's good enough when Politano is still just as shit as he was at Inter as he is at Napoli. So it's like, well, why are you, what is this whole defense mechanism trying to cover for Politano? He sucks. He sucks. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. We should be playing a 4-4-2 diamond midfield with Lang because he can score goals, offset as a secondary striker with Lukaku, or in this situation with Højlund. We're having problems scoring goals. Why are we playing a 3-4-3 with two wingers as part of the three up top, rather than a number 10 and two strikers? It's stupidity. It's stupidity.
Yeah. I hear this. This is why I love a 4-4-2 Mike Bassett settings. There was a film like back in the day, like Mike Bassett, England manager, in it, like where it's like 4-4-2. But the beauty of a 4-4-2, back in the early noughties and definitely the 90s as well, most teams actually played 4-4-2, and if they didn't, there was certain varieties. Certain teams played different formations, for specific circumstances. Obviously dependent on the manager, dependent on the team, the club philosophy, whatever the case may be, etc., etc. Like, obviously, Ivan Toney, we love Ivan Toney. Obviously, I know he's not going to come back to the Prem, but in Italy, he would thrive. But again, the problem is it's similar with Milinkovic-Savic, absolute savage, and Ruben Neves. Like, Ivan Toney's on 400k a week.
Mm-hmm.
No one's paying him that anywhere, not even in the Premier League, even if they wanted him back. Do you know what I'm saying? Barca and Real Madrid, I'm sure they take him, but not for 400k a week.
Not for that much money.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is a shame, because Ivan Toney's in his 30s now. Like, I'm 31. Like, he's kind of there or thereabouts, same age, isn't it? So it's like, but he's still got 5 years left minimum, because he doesn't rely on pace. He's a unit, but he has all the fundamentals of a striker of that build with what you need. He holds the ball up, he can link play, and he scores better goals. And the penalties, forget about it. Forget about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's got everything.
Yep.
But the problem is, again, we have it at Arsenal, Napoli as well. Like, it's just like, we've got at Arsenal, we got Gyökeres, but we just don't utilize him. Yeah, he's not good technically, but we didn't buy him for that shit. It's like Rasmus Højlund. He's garbage technically, but you don't buy a Rasmus Højlund for technical ability. You buy a Rasmus Højlund, especially in Serie A, to create as many opportunities, get the tap in, score goals, get the odd headers. And, he's doing a lot better than what he's doing at, United. I think, for me personally, he's feeling himself a little bit too much. But again, under a different manager, with the right system, the right formation, even with the players that you got, you make a couple of additions here and there. You sell a KDB, get a huge chunk off the wage bill, a few other players. I don't know who your highest earners are other than KDB, because I don't know what
Lukaku and Politano.
Oh, Lukaku. Oh, Lukaku's still there. Oh, okay.
Lukaku's been injured the whole season. That's the reason why. That's the whole reason why we got Højlund, was because of the Lukaku injury. Otherwise, we wouldn't have spent the money on Højlund. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying Conte put us in a problem. We're down 80 million at the start of the summer because of the money that we have to pay for Luka and Højlund. We're already down 80 million for those two. No, the 3-5-2 doesn't work with our system. Again, who you benching?
This ain't Inter, my friend. This ain't Inter. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not any other team that plays 3-5-2. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Inter's only doing that because of the fact that they're trying to stick it out with Kivu, because they had to go with the cheap option because of all their financial stuff going on. They would have been playing if they would have went and got, again, Inter and Juventus were both in conversation with De Zerbi. De Zerbi decided to go to Marseille because of all the players that they were going to add to that team, like that Igor Paschal and Benjamin Pavard, bringing Aubameyang back and all the other guys that they've signed.
Now they might get Ethan as well. Like, if Marseille stick at it and PSG have a few losses here and there, the Ligue 1 is still wide open in terms of the title race. Like, it's not
RC Lens, I think, is still winning the league.
Yeah, they're still top at the moment. Yeah. And I saw Marseille's game against Angers, either way. Angers. Yeah, that's it, Angers. See, you've even got better French than I do, mate, and I speak a little bit more French than Italian. But yeah, I saw that game, and Greenwood, like the whole team, you see how they play in it. The thing is with De Zerbi, it's like the only thing that really goes against him is no trophies. Really and truly,
but what club has he taken over to where that's an opportunity?
Exactly.
You weren't going to win a trophy. Listen, if he'd have pulled off, we were all saying it in Italy when he was with Sassuolo. He got Sassuolo even on points with Rome his second year, and it was just goal differential at the tail end that screwed Sassuolo from going to Europe. If he'd have got Sassuolo to Europe over Rome, that's damn near bigger than a trophy when you consider how small of a club Sassuolo was and what they were operating with at the time. You know,
Yeah.
Brighton, he wasn't going to win a trophy with that
Oh,
team.
no chance. Like the most they've got to is a semi-final, and I remember the last time they got there, they faced Man United in pens, and they should have won it in normal time. I remember watching that game. They should have won it in normal time, and then who was that fucking Yank, the Perch or whatever his name was? He took a penalty and he fucking missed it, innit? You know who I'm talking about, Johnny. Yeah. He's that fucking American, like he took the penalty and he fucking missed it, innit? It was a timid penalty as well.
Yeah.
I think he went either to the bottom left or the bottom right. Either one.
Was it Josh Sargent?
I don't think it was him. I know he's American. It was the other. It was Merch, not Merch something or Perch or Merch something like that. Like playing at Brighton at the time. I don't think he plays for Brighton anymore, but like at the time, this was like, I think this was like 2022 or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
he was one of the guys that was getting minutes after they sold Trossard to Arsenal.
Yeah, no, it was 22-23 season. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because Man United won the no, it wasn't. No, sorry, City won the FA Cup because they won the treble in it, but Man United were in the final. That was when Gundogan got that really early goal in the first 10-20 seconds. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. But yeah, it's like I hear what you're saying with like De Zerbi. Like I do rate and love what De Zerbi's trying to do, and for all intents and purposes, I want Marseille to win a trophy.
Morse.
That's his name. Because I knew it was American, and I knew it was like, Brighton, like, and he took a pet. Yeah. That was the fucking guy. Yeah, but it was like a timid ass fucking penalty. That's the closest Brighton have ever been. And they're rivals with Palace. Don't ask me why. I just know that they're right. That they fucking hate each other in it, which is kind of weird because it's like,
battle of the shit.
Yeah. Because the difference between the distance between Palace and Brighton is actually quite big. Like especially if you're like not familiar like with like UK, like where they're at. It's not like Arsenal Chelsea where it's like down the road. Obviously Arsenal Tottenham is right next door.
Right.
You got like Millwall and Charlton are pretty close. Do you know what I'm saying? And like West Ham and Tottenham. They're close, but it's like, one's north, one's east of London. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like that, but the rivalry's been there like since like Championship days when they were both in the Championship, and now they're both obviously in the Premier League. And Palace have won the trophy, and obviously Glasner's leaving at the end of the season. Shock, and it's just like for me, like with De Zerbi, I don't know if Marseille is still in the Coupe de France, like the French FA Cup. Like I don't know if they're still in it.
I think they are.
Yeah, if they're still in it and they take that seriously, they could actually win that. If they don't win the league, they should go for that with the players that they've got.
Bro, they ball. You just said watch the game, dude. They play some great stuff,
and all of that. And if they bring Ethan in the next week or so, they should be going for that. They should be going for that cup.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
They should go for the league title as well. Have you seen the other Algerian kid they got? That Amin Gouiri, the striker.
Yeah,
he's too.
Yeah, I've always rated him. Like, I've seen that guy here and because he was at Nice beforehand. Like, I saw.
Yeah,
like
Nice and Stade Rennais. He's a fucking baller.
Underrated, very underrated. Like he's kind of because he's not that tall. Like he might be like an inch or two taller than Jesus, but like what everyone thinks Jesus is, like
that's him.
He's proper. Yeah, and he can finish as well. Like he's just better. He's just all round like proper fucking player. And that's the difference. Both our clubs are kind of starving with success, like that, like so close. Well, more so Arsenal than Napoli. Like you won a league, like what was it last season or the season before that? Like, but with Arsenal, like with us, it's just like this manager is holding us back with the stupid ass fucking decisions, like playing Odegaard at 10 in that system where it hasn't worked for 3 years, 3 years, going on 3 years now, right? Persisting with Kai Havertz when that's fucking failed. Jesus has failed, although Jesus is a better option than Havertz. But the only reason why that is because Jesus is better out wide than he is up front. Yeah, he scored 2 goals today, cool. But again, like you mentioned earlier, this ain't a full strength into team. Okay, he might start against Man United, although I have a feeling it will be Trossard. But either one of the two, like, I'll be happy with initially. But again, the bottom line, people, is that this manager needs to take the fucking handbrake off. He has to take the handbrake off, because if he plays like what we did against Liverpool, yeah, half time it's 0-0, or even worse, we're a goal down or 2 with how they played against United. I expect boos at fucking half time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Bro, we play the same way that we played against Liverpool. If we play the same way that we played against Liverpool, against Manchester United, after what they just did in counterattack to Man City, it'll be the same thing as game 1. Everybody forgets the first game of the season. Manchester United should have put us to the fucking sword with the amount of chances that they had.
Yeah. And that was fucking Amarim job, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is fucking Michael Carrick, who
Michael Carrick at least knows what the fuck he's doing with this team.
Because he's a much better coach and he plays better football and he knows what he's got within his team. He can utilize certain players' attributes and strengths and very easily fit it into his system. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't overcomplicate it. Whereas Amarim job, Arteta, Maresca to a certain degree, they all have a certain specific way of playing. And it just doesn't quite do the job at all. You know, people talk about Pep like he's not the same. Yeah, of course he's not the same. Yes, he has his like stubbornness, but Pep at least will tweak things here and there. Do I think it will be enough this season? Who knows? They're still in the league title. You can never count them out. But at the same time, against Man United, yeah, I expect a proper fucking performance. And I've said this before. Bum what Arteta says, yeah? And if that fucking little cunt, Nick in the Living Guard, is playing on Sunday night, yeah? Fuck what he says either. I mean, most of the players will ignore him anyway because they know he's a fucking pussy. They all know it. The Rices, the Gabriel, you know, the only one maybe that doesn't mind him as much is Bukayo Saka. But even then, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's the poster boy. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It is what it is, you know. But, you know, the Gyökereses, you know, like, except the Timbers and that, like, and obviously the Ethans and the Ebriezes, like, etc. Like, it's one of them ones where if this manager really wants to keep his job, he won't start Odegaard. Even if we play the same way, similar to kind of how we played tonight against better opposition, in terms of they're going to play their best team, of course, and that, we will get over the line, even if it's by a scrubby goal. Because what I want to see, and I'll end it on this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. What I want to see Sunday night, Nick in the Living Guard, Odegaard, better be not even in the squad. Forget the fucking bench. I don't even want to see him in the squad. But if he's on the bench and he doesn't come on like he did tonight, fine. Do you know what I'm saying? Fine. Make that point. Whatever. You can pan the camera towards him all you want, innit? We know what the PRO says, PR Emir League. You know what they do. You know what they're about, innit? Like, I want to see Ebrieza starting against Man United, and it will probably be with Rice and Zubimendi. You have Marino on the bench with the option to go up from maybe if Gyökeres has an absolute stinker. You know, you've got Martinelli on the bench that can make an impact, and that's all he's good for. You know, Jesus, unless he starts on the left, but you've got Trossard there as well. Saka will probably start on the right, and can't really complain too much because even though Madueke's been performing better recently, again, it's the end product, innit? And that won't be enough against Man United. And Bukayo Saka, even though he's running on fumes as well, it's like we ain't really got, other than Ethan, we ain't got much better playing out on the right. It will be the same defense, Timber. The only question is, like, is he going to start Ben White at right back and then put Timber at left back? Because I don't want to see Timber at left back. No, and then we'll have Raya in goal.
And to be honest with you, I think this was also a missed opportunity to see Trossard as the false nine rather than Jesus. Granted, yes, Jesus got his 2 goals and everything else, and I'll give it to him as far as that. But I am still the believer, like you said, Jesus' best position is left wing. He's not a striker. He's not a striker. If it was up to me, if it was up to me in this game, I would have went Jesus on the left, Wanyeri on the right, and Trossard as the striker to go against this Inter team. Because to be honest with you, the main guy shouldn't have even played this game. We're qualifying into the knockout rounds. Yes, it was nice to get a victory and everything else. And yes, it was good to see Gyökeres pick up another goal and all that. But for me, this should have been a nothing game. This should have been a game where it doesn't matter what ends up happening. If we lose or if we draw or anything else, it does not matter for Arsenal. We need to be looking at the game against Man United, which that's my only gripe with this game is those guys got minutes. The kids should have been put on for the last 20 minutes. If Inter would have went ahead and scored, who gives a shit? We're still qualifying for the bye to bypass the first round of the knockout stages either way. So for me, I just think that there's a situation brewing here that we can't be stupid with rotations right now at the important part of the season.
Yeah. No, I hear it. But on that bombshell, people, we are going to wrap it up. It's been a brilliant stream. Thanks, Gianni. Again,
the invite,
jumping on back once again for the Renegade Master. Best believe that. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you will never ever miss when I go live and directed in full effect, baby, or when I upload the next video. Either way, Gianni, before I close out, shout out your channel, my brother, because we were talking last time that you're going to be setting that up very, very soon, and I can't wait. I want to be one of the first guests, brother. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say
you'll be one of the first guests. Don't worry.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout your shit out, brother. Do you know what I'm saying?
Gianni Talks Calcio TV. We're in the midst of getting this permanently set up to where I'll start streaming at least once a week. Yeah, we're gonna need to because this situation in Napoli is getting treacherous right now. So we'll see how this goes. But big up for having me on, brother. Always appreciate it, man.
Yeah, much love as always. Big up to this elite, world-class level chat. We got it over the line. A few extra minutes from the first team is not ideal. I didn't want it. But at least Declan Rice, tactics, getting himself a yellow card so he misses the Carrat game or Carriat game, however the fuck you say it. Marino misses that game as well. I don't know why he thought he was slicking off, where he's a regular first team start. But look, it is what it is. Man United, yeah. You better not do some stinky ass no-show fucking performance, because otherwise Sunday night will be biblical, bro. Generational. I swear down, bro. No. Trust me. This manager and these players will get expeditiously cooked, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If they pull out a Liverpool performance, I swear. And there'll be no hiding place as well.
Mm-hmm.
None of these top gooners, none of these born buffering merchants can say shit to us. If we draw or lose that game, which is very possible, they have to turn up. They have to turn up.
Yep.
If they don't turn up, it's curtains. And then we got to go back to the Emirates, back once again and all of that shit, against Chelsea and get the fucking job done.
Mm-hmm.
Because this manager's taken this League Cup seriously more than he's ever done in his life. Because his ass is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
No coincidence. He is going to do certain things that he wouldn't usually do just to keep his job. How about this, Lego head? How about you let the fucking handbrake go? And guess what? We'll win this league quite comfortably. And who knows? We might get further in the Champions League. We might make a Champions League final. I don't think we'll win it, similar to Gianni, but I have a little bit more faith only because the way we're playing it's more suited, but I know the Bayerns, the Barcelonas, etc., they're the favourites. I understand it. We know the game. It is what it is. Stay safe. Stay true to yourself. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you guys Sunday night, live match reaction, Arsenal Man United. You don't want to miss that shit either way, because if we win, I will be gassed because it's fucking Man United. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
fuck Man United, bruv. I want to see Rance's tears, bruv, and all of them man there. Do you know what I'm saying? Saeed, all of that Twansebe, Crusher. I want to see all of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, all the best, people. Much love. And I'll see you then Sunday night. Take care.